Welcome back, everybody. It's the 44th hour. No, it's been like 7 days of winter and it feels like 440 days of winter. So we're out there feeding and ranching, and that's what's happening on Ranch and Sodak. No, this isn't gonna be one of those videos where you just get on here and complain about your life, all the things that are not going how you want them. We're just out here ranching, man. Big Blue's back in action. Let's see how she likes this. Hello? Just cheeching away there, bud. She fires right up if you plug her in.
I do a little bit of flatbed maintenance here. Look at that. Voila. The powerful Matty has fixed the problem.
Lots of good things with the improvement of the gearbox and stuff, but one negative was once the truck came back from Chris, fuel gauge don't work anymore. So I'm gonna have to investigate that and see. One thing I have noticed is once we geared that way down, my fuel consumption is a lot less because the engine is working a lot less when it's mixing. So that's been good. Even though it's winter and there's snow and it's dumb, we still got some fencing going on. These guys are here fencing out those trees out there. I'm just tearing out one. They're tearing out one stretch of fence. We swapped some work this summer with these guys, so he's paying me back by building a chunk of fence out there. And I'm kind of the last guy on the list, I think, which is fine. It is what it is. Yeah, the heifers are all out and they're investigating the fencing business out there. We'll go check that out, but we probably better maybe feed them guys first and get them out of their way. I don't know. Nobody's here at work again. It was like -4 last night. Not a lot of wind, but it was cold. That's Fahrenheit for you Canadians. So that's like the equivalent of like 300 below in Canada numbers. I kind of wish they would have taught us more of that in school, the metric system and Celsius and Fahrenheit, because I do feel like a kind of dumb when the Canadians start talking about their temperatures. I see maybe somebody coming right now. I fixed this gate. We did kind of I copied that ranch hack guy off of Facebook, but anyway, you put a spring, like a trampoline spring, leave your top one loose, so the spring is what's keeping it tight. I mean, just that last little bit, but then it makes it real easy to put your shoulder into here, and it's real easy, springy, like this, to take it loose, but your gate stays tight. I don't know, it was a super simple way to build them. I think I'm gonna probably do some more that way too. This one, I got power to this tank, but I don't have a bubbler set up here yet. I think I'm gonna have to. It gets not much for -4 last night, but it does freeze. And like I said, I have power, so I need to get that organized. Let him back out there. We better get some feed to these girls. Get them out of our hair. How much feeding you guys want to watch? Sassy Pants is already out there with a bale to the heifers. I broke a couple of these little alfalfa bales up. Try to get these cores to mix up faster. Remote control though for the old wagon is pretty slick. It was awesome because it was all muddy underneath, and then now when we drove over it, it's turned into like frozen sharp dumbness. Turn your remote on, turn your mixer on, turn your cruise on, rev it up. Set to only go so high, so you could hold that green button down until it maxes out. It's just gonna max at 1700 RPMs, but I usually tame it down just a hair. It doesn't need to be revved that much. Until I get her full, then I give her maybe a little more snort. This is just that constant reminder that I'm saving the environment because my DEF is froze up. So it's just like a soothing feeling knowing that the environment is getting cleaner as I drive around, which I enjoy. I really like that. How come they can't make a DEF that will work in the wintertime? Why does it have to be water, 95% water, and then think we're supposed to be able to keep it warm and keep it flowing? I don't understand. All right, so the remote now, what you gotta do is just slow your engine down. Now when I get in the cab, I can run all the controls. I'll go ahead and flip the mixer back on right there, because we're just cruising gently, you know, between 11 and 1600 RPMs as we just ease on out there, but it can mix the whole time. Doesn't hurt nothing. Doesn't really take that much energy. Just under 9,000 pounds on, which is like the perfect size for, I mean, it's like the perfect amount for this wagon. I can go up to like 12, 13,000, but the mix gets worse and it starts to want to fluff up and roll out the top. She's already rolled them out 2 bales, so we'll head out here and give them some snarlage.
She's a tough old girl. You have to be a little smart though when the kind of help her out when the snow is 14 to 20 inches deep in the dips. Since there's a skidder pulling out posts, it's a cold, snowy day, but they're getting her done. We're done in the heifers and off to a group of cows.
Well, I had to shut the thing off because it's just beeping all the time. I'm gonna go put some cardboard on my radiator, and then on the DEF lines, I think I'm gonna maybe try to stuff a little insulation around there. But I got 4,300 pounds in there before I even turned it on. This time, you know, I filled it up for 5 minutes, and I never had it running. Let's go try to get some cardboard on this thing. I'll show you, you know, this radiator doesn't even sit where it's in the wind or anything like that. It sits flat up at the top, but maybe we can get it to, and I'm sure the fan's not running, it's hydraulically driven. The radiator sits here, but I suppose, I guess the fan is just idling along, which is bad. That's bad. Find some cardboard or something we'll throw over the top of that. Piece of rug might even be about the right size. And I'll show you those them lines, and I don't know if plug her up good. Oh, that fits perfect, Matt. Kind of. Show you these DEF lines, and there must be some coolant that runs through there, he said. They're small, but I was thinking I could wrap all those, cover them up, so at least when the heat did get coming, they would get down in there. It's kind of weird because they're not like hot all the time. It's like only when it sends it. Or are these the heater ones? I don't know, man. None of it feels hot. Well, the calves are eating pretty good. I just wish the weather was a little nicer. We could do some weaning, but I think I am gonna bring this group of cows home today. This darn feeder was, there we go. We got a fence that little bit west of the place where we're gonna put calves, and I might as well let these cows eat that corn and feed them along the bunk line, get that all spiffed going so they know where that's at. So this bubbler here, it's bubbling under behind the conveyor belt. Both, we could pull it out. My hose is a little short. That's what she said. I think she's winding down on the bale unrolling. One thing I would have done different, and maybe I still could, is put the chute over there. You know, when I built it, or when we built it, I just kept thinking I gotta have the chute on the driver's side. But as this thing turns out, you're in the center of the machine. So what we probably should have done is move the fuel tank over here and put the chute over there. It would have made getting in and out a little easier. I fed that whole last group of cows without you guys. Trust me, I got them fed. Anyways, we'll get the telehandler, shuffle some stuff around, move some snow, and then maybe we'll bring these across the road and see what's up. Well, what you've missed is dinner, and a sale barn guy came and trying to and a bunch of snow and some panels I set up. So now we're gonna go across the road, and here I got that opened up. I'm pushing a little snow so the pickup can get through here, and then see if we can't bring these. There's like 70 pair. Get these to come across, and then we'll go put a little hot wire up and let them out into the pumpkin patch, huh? Pumpkin patch. Here's our first obstacle. You guys didn't get this crossing put in this summer, but it's pretty well frozen now. Well, the top 1/4 inch is froze. Oh boy. Hang on. We're good. I think we'll maybe try to hook this up. I told her to go up there and put the bale down so they haven't seen the Merlot before. So I want them to all go up there and see that pickup, and then get them into a herd deal. And then some of these old girls know I'm gonna lift the creep gates, which is bad, because then they're gonna follow this. Oh boy, hang on. You guys were getting way out of shape. This works good right here. I got you. Up, Dennis.
Thank you, babe.
All right, we got a bit of a cattle drive / lead / leave them behind type scenario here. I'm thinking they're gonna come, but there's a few cows back there that are cleaning up where the feeder was sitting. I might have to loop back there and bump them cows. So I think this is gonna flow here now. Okay, take her easy there. You don't want to lose them now. You gotta go slow enough that they can stay with you. Oh yeah. Come on, cow. Well, we missed all the excitement. They all went in there, I guess. So we just gotta bump these last guys that are cleaning this up, because we're gonna have to let some of that back out of here potentially. Hey. What's up, Peanut? Peanut Gallery, let's go. Hey. Brr. Brr.
Is everybody in the green gate yet?
Yep, you could come back. So it got kind of nice. It's in upper 20s, or maybe even, yeah, it's close to 30, I bet. But it's absolutely the worst now, kind of, for this snow, because it's just turned into like little glass, silky smooth little beads of slipperiness underneath the snow. So it is very slick for your tires. Everything here is a side hill, you know. I made a ridge, but I've slid down this thing sideways with a tractor before, and that thing coming up the hill pulling that creep feeder,
They're all following me.
I was having troubles. Well, you can go faster than a cow with a pickup. Let's go, girl. Don't hit my corner post. These, we're actually not going to let them come back today up into the corral. What we're going to do is we're going to be going the other way into that, where we're going to actually wean the calves. So I like to take and put this first small group of cows and calves into that area. You got to chip this ice here with your bar on that pickup. Let the cows and the calves knock down that corn, get it all smelling like a cow. Feed them in that fence line bunk for a couple days so the calves know that that's where the silage will be. And then we'll go ahead and bring this small group up and wean them, kick the calves back. And then the next two groups, when they come, these calves will already know the ropes and show them where the water and where the feeder and all that jazz is. So, but we got to chip a hole on that side.
Did you already get through?
What a ramrod. The only bad thing is we're gonna make a bunch of pheasants unhappy. I counted like 40 pheasants over here the other day, right over that hill. They've really been enjoying the old cover crop mix, and I don't know, they've been digging down here sort of the last 4 or 5 days. But this ain't gonna hurt the pheasants as much as the guy thinks, because the cows are gonna knock all the snow down and actually expose more feed for them. But you can see they were really picking and scratching down in here. But we're just loaded with turnips out here. The cows, you ain't gonna have to feed these cows for a couple, 3 days. It's pretty good stuff. So we take the feeder over here by the water, and then I got the bale feeders. I'm gonna go ahead and put some grass hay in there because I want to buy the feeders for the calves. If the calves don't catch on to what's going on with this grazing right away, at least they always got that hay to go back to. They're gonna have a heyday with this. All right, let's see if this water is even what's gonna happen here. Motion sensor deal. Got a lot of snow though. 10 inches, 11 inches on the level out here. Well, that's one nice thing about these, is if you'd have had a Richie or any other kind of water that would have sat out here and not had any action on it, and no heat, nothing happens here until someone walks up and then it runs over. But I got 2 big double bale feeders. I should go grab them out, and we probably should knock that down and maybe push a little snow by the windbreak there and see. But really there's not a lot to do. That's why I put these cows out here in the small group, give them 4 or 5 days here, 3 days, whatever. They get it all, everything up and running for us. Ooh, I squished one.
20 of them just flew. Oh, it's probably 25.
Come on, baby. I bought 4 of them, and yeah, super happy with them for the money too. It's like, I think they were like $1,000 a piece, or maybe like $1,050 or something. You can buy these single bale rings for $500 that are just made of chintzy tin pipe. They don't even last. These things, I don't know, they're pretty stout. Well, I think we should go back here with one, actually, and then we'll put the other one right by the feeder. Let's do that. I'll push a little snow out of here. Down at the end of the feed line here, and I took this panel down this summer to get in here with the rake. So there is a panel laying on the ground. Now it's just a grabber. Here we go, baby. Okay. All right, let's go make a plan to let them in here. Not in here, but in the cover crop bit. go grab their bale that they're kind of huddled up on, and we'll lead them through there. Come on, girls! Oh, we're getting some sweet action. I think we did it, guys and gals. All right, she's hooking up the trailer. We got to haul some heifers back, and then we got to take the last load of bulls down to Curtis's, and there's one real wild one in there, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully we get him easy peasy, but he's kind of a jerk, so we'll see what happens.
Yay, snow!
So it got to like 29 or 30, so
We didn't even rescue Winston.
the perfect thing to do then is to
Snow.
have a little snow or rain at the end of that day, just to kind of seal the deal.
It's really pretty if
Oh,
we
it's
were
so
by
pretty.
a fireplace.
Oh, that'd be so
with
good.
a hot chocolate
You didn't
and
have-
a snuggly blanket.
If you didn't have 1,000
Well, that's a
animals to worry
choice.
about.
It's all a choice.
It
Don't
is.
feel.
I could have just a
Don't feel
fireplace.
Don't say that.
So we got some escaped heifers in here. I think there's 10 heifers, some cows with some dud calves that I think, now thinking back, they could probably just go with the rest of them. We'll just pull, if I write their numbers down, I think there's 5 or 6 bulls in there. And see, the one that's the problem is the one in the middle with his head up and the 2 white tags. See the one that's got his head the highest?
Speak nicely to him. Maybe he'll be sweet.
Will be good. We're gonna get the heifers first, and then we're gonna have the old cows with the bulls is the hopeful goal. Load the bulls, take them to Curtis's. So I gotta back her up.
Keep coming. About 2 feet. Good.
Get on this side of the gate so you can get on this side of the gate, please. Walk this way fast. Very fast. Perfect. Heel. Heel. We need to plug it in and shut the door. If you want to do that before we go over here.
Getting these 10 heifers that went on a walkabout and found the bulls for a while, and now we're dropping them back with the large group with their friends. These girls are quite sweet.
All right, folks, this is it. The bull, when I was sorting them heifers off, he stayed in the back corner to kind of just chilling. But
It's a nice.
the good thing will be is we won't be able to see him coming pretty soon.
Okay, let's speak positively.
I noticed I'm really close to 100,000 subscribers right now. So if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Push me over 100,000 before Christmas. That'd be awesome. Or if you need to make like 4 or 5 fake accounts to get that done. No, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm glad the wild bull's in the trailer. Peace.